Alright, how's it going, everybody? Real Diversity. We are back with another video. We are back still in Master Rank, of course. Well, he can't even drop out of Master Rank. But we're back playing matches in our Master Rank, uh, I guess series, if you want to call it. But right now we are top, is under top 3,000. I mean, yes, top 3,000, if you will. And so we're just going to, let me explain the deck we've been playing and just hop into some matches. So, this is the deck we've been playing. It is our Darkrai Greninja. Well, you guys remember a while ago, this was a deck a while. This has been a deck for a long time, actually. This is not a new deck. If you're an old Pocket player, you know this was a deck for a while, actually. And this, I believe, even used to be paired with Giratina as well. Um, but this deck is highly consistent now. With Chingling, you're able to stall your opponent for such a long time, and then eventually, um, you just stall your opponent till you set up, and then once you set up, it's just steamroll from there. So I've almost never lost a match where I get Chingling in the active spot, and at least I see Darkrai by my second turn or something like Big Absol. So very strong deck. Only real weakness to this deck is starting Darkrai, and going first isn't even a bad deal with this deck. Going first doesn't hurt, especially if you get Chingling. If the deck is if you get the right hand, it doesn't matter if you go first or second. So some decks, no matter if you get the best hand or not, if you go second, you lose. This deck, if you get the best good hand, it doesn't matter if you go first or second, because even if you go first, right? Let's say you set up a Froakie, you got Chingling set up, so you can go ahead and get into Greninja your second turn. You can start pinging your opponent your second turn. Also, you can start even Darkrai pinging, so you can start being very effective and active your second turn, even if you go first. So it all matters on what your hand is. So if you get a good hand, like I said, this deck plays really well. Rarely do get Darkrai, but if you get Darkrai and you go first, that is the worst. If depending on what your opponent throws out, you might as well concede there because it's gonna be very hard to come back. Um, every other trainer card is built to get us more cards in our hands. So, and we also have cards like Rocky Helmet, so we can kind of thin out our hand really quickly. Using Pokeballs, throw Rocky Helmet on, and after maybe a turn or two of Chingling, your opponent is gonna have a big hand. They're gonna have to hold cards that they can't use, like red card, whatever it is, and then you just copycat that. You get 7 cards, and you should, in that point, be able to get into just about any evolution or any card you're missing at that point. So it's very effective and strong, and I've been dominating, going on win streaks, and that is really important when you're in this master at this point in master. When you get high rank, it's so easy. If you lose like 4 or 5 in a row, I think you drop pretty quick. But you got to go in these streaks. That's the only way you can steadily build up your position if you want to be in a top 2,000 player or anything like that. So, anyways, let's jump into some matches. All right, here we are. All right, going second. Awesome. Always want to see that. And let's see what we get into. And going second is the only time I don't really mind getting into like at Mega Absol, something like that. It's not too bad. It's not too bad to accidentally get into Mega Absol if you go second for sure. Cause okay, good. He doesn't have the best hand here. This is an interesting deck, to say the least. A Giratina. I haven't seen one in a long time. I'd imagine this is a big. Oh, it's Swablu deck. Interesting. Interesting. I'm in quite the dilemma here because it's like, do I, do I potentially wait another turn to get a big to get Greninja? That way I have Greninja next turn for sure. or do I copycat to go ahead and get some energy on something good here? You know, I think I'm okay with this play for one or two reasons. We're gonna need to throw energy on this Froakie to retreat anyway. So I'm okay with this play. I just have to hope he does not. Um, what's the worst thing that there's nothing that can happen here. The worst thing that can happen is just me not getting something good in this turn. But if he the worst thing, I'm sorry, if he dumps his hand here. So if he gets into Mega Ulterior, okay, that's fine. As long as he stays at 4, I'm happy. 3, I'm still happy because at least we replenish our hand. Okay, even better. We know he's gonna at least have 4 for sure. Here, he may. Okay, Pokeball. He does play. Do you also evolve here into Mega Ulterior? I don't know if you would want to do that. Okay. All right. That worked out decently. Chingling. I'm gonna evolve the bench Greninja here just because I don't know what we want to do here yet. It would have been great if we could have avoided that second Swablu, but again, really strong hand here. Can't complain. Just would be really okay. Can't really complain about this hand. Um, but what can we complain about here? Giratina, interesting spot here. All right, we obviously don't want to lose Froakie here. Um, and pinging him this turn won't do anything. Because he'll just heal up the damage. So let me go ahead and see if I can set something else up for later. And it's always good to just go ahead and ping Indeedee. I don't ever think you ever can go wrong with just pinging Indeedee. And yeah, I think that's all we do here. And we just attack. I'll wait. I don't want to use this Rocky Helmet yet. Because something big may have to take a hit here. And unfortunately, we're in a tough spot here. Because what we could do here is we can we could in theory we can bring something in. That's what we can do. All right, he's gonna take damage here. That's fine. Okay, Chingling. I'm okay with Chingling here, but before I play that, let me go ahead and do research here. I think at worst we gotta research here. Okay, so we do get two very useful cards here. We get Mega Absol. All right, this is exactly what we needed, I think. Indeedee. Uh, can we set you up for a knockout next turn? I don't think so. If we do 20 here, 110. If we do 40 next turn, I don't see any harm. See, actually, no, yeah, this is the correct play. I don't see any harm here. Maybe even a Rocky Helmet here for safety. Come on, come on, let me get this attack off. Even if he heals 20 here, yeah, we still get a knock here. So this is a good play unless he has a way of healing here. That would suck. And even if, yeah, I'm not fearful of anything here. He can't go into, yeah, okay. This should just be a win. Unless he has Professor, what's her name? Yeah, that's fine. Use okay, good. Okay, we should just win here, I think. Then let me hopefully I get a because we don't have to use Cyrus just yet here. What he could what could all right, good deal. We draw. It's a really strong chance we should get our last four cards is rare candy. Oh, we have another copycat too, actually. We have copycat as well. So if I get copycat, I might just go copycat and see. Well, we have a really strong chance of getting three card. If we do three, okay, good. We just pulled. We got exactly what we needed there, which is good. If he Marses us here, we have a super high chance of getting into what we need. Do I just start setting up Swablu for a knockout? No, I think we just go ahead and tag up Mega Ulterior here. The absolute worst thing that can happen here, red. Oh, good. That actually wouldn't have done anything, but good to know. I should have tagged. No, this is fine. I think maybe I should have did one tag on Swablu just in case he like in case he Marses us, which he didn't have Mars, doesn't have red card. Okay, good. And I think he just drew that Pokeball. Okay, we win here then just with Cyrus. Like there was no even if he Mars us, we was guaranteed to draw. So, okay, yeah, this match is over. Oh, double Indeedee. I didn't even think he had that in his bag. I didn't think that was a thing. Wait, no, wait. Oh wait, we can still win this. This is fine. We can still win this. We can still win this. Funny enough, if you guys didn't see it, we can still win this. Almost just surrendered there because I was like, oh no. I almost didn't see that. A lot of times I do not see win conditions, but yeah, there it is. Wow. You know what? And oh my god, I didn't think about that at all when I discarded his red card. That was not a thought in my mind when I discarded his red card. That did not occur to me that he could quite easily Cyrus me there or Sabrina me there. Wow, that was a big misplay there. I should have took that out his hand. I was more scared of like a red and like I don't know. I just was scared if he hit me with a red plus no red would have red yeah we had already had chip damage. No, never mind. Red would have killed us because I think he already had chip damage. Wow, that we of course. Again, this is like the worst start you can have. Only thing that can make up for this is if he has a poor start here too, which looks like he does because he's gonna have to retreat into his Suicune here. So we get just we just, and this isn't a bad. This is a bad start for multiple reasons, because it takes you so long to get into at worst. Okay, he has Indeedee, so that sucks to see. It takes you so long to at worst just get into like three card. We gotta get a better hand here. Unfortunately, hate to use copycat this early, when he has such a small hand. But yeah. So we gotta just see something better here. Kind of hesitant to play Chingling here actually, just because if he gets early Greninja, that would suck here. So let's just see. No rush to play Chingling here. If he does get, well, this is another reason why this sucks so bad, because you have to commit two energies to just to retreat into Chingling. So then that sets us up like what I mean. So our second turn, and we started going second. We're essentially zero energy, so it's just not fun play at all there. I don't think these decks run red. Um, but red here is like lethal, and also just in case he is running copycat, I don't want to give him that big of a hand. Just on the off chance, I really want to be cautious there. And also, I guess this is good in case he somehow does knock us here. Oh, what? Word? Really? All right, we made the smart play there, I guess. So we just won off of what I don't know. We just won, and on to the next. Yeah, the double copycat makes it so consistent. Again, if you get that early Chingling and they're holding like an extra Pokeball or two, it goes a long way in your management. Let me see Chingling here. Okay, perfect. Can't ever get mad if I see Chingling on turn one. If we go first, or even no matter what, first, second, Chingling turn one in the active, nothing better. It might genuinely be the only reason you just maybe get rid of like Mega Absol is just simply to keep that more consistent. Okay, good. Very strong hand here. Very, very strong hand here. I want to keep it. Looks first. I'm just dumping it here. I usually don't like to dump my hands early, but this is good for two reasons. He will definitely not Mars me. He does not have the ability to red card me, and so we would definitely get into Greninja next turn, no matter what, and that's really strong. And if we draw into Copycat, can't ask for nothing better if we draw into Copycat. I'd say the worst thing that could happen here is he gets into Suicune. Yep. Honestly, don't want to see that. But the good thing here is no Indeedee, so this Froakie is gonna always be a liability. And actually, we're just gonna. Oh no, he's at Yep. If that had been Copycat, it would have been incredible hand there. Do I have to start working on you early, Suicune, or no? Because of the fact he might Irida, I'm actually just not gonna worry about him, because I'm gonna give him an ultimatum here. Either focus. You're gonna either have to waste a energy on this Froakie to save it, or you're going to have to just let it die. So he has like no options other than that. And we do get the Cyrus. Um, yeah, I think we have to make this Cyrus play here. Cannot let him get into more than one Greninja for sure. And also, this reduces the damage Suicune does. So Suicune comes in. Suicune has to attack here. It just has to, right? Next turn, it will hardly do any damage, especially if they keep their hand small. Okay, plays another Suicune. That's fine. It's like here's the trouble. You're gonna. I mean, you're two to kill anyway. You might as well have just saved that cape. Honestly, you're legit two to kill right now. So no matter what, even if we give up a Greninja here, we took one out. So if he does get into his Greninja EX, we're fine. And then what we're gonna do is discard Irida here if we see it. What sucks here is we had a really strong hand, but we're not seeing nothing else here to help draw. Copycat here will be glorious. Research into a copycat would also be good. Just something. Another Chingling, interesting. I don't think it's yeah, I don't want to waste this time. And this is fine. It's I don't see this at all hurting us in the long run. I think that can only help us. Throwing Chingling out now. At least that gives us something to retreat into. Also, if he does. To do the all right, so 20. Yeah, let me just dump into you. Actually, let me just dump into the active Suicune. So he gives him limited options later. Yep. So here's my option. Okay, good. He does have Cyrus, and he has he has options. This is exactly why I had to take out one of the Greninjas. He would have gotten to both of them. No heals here either. So he's gonna have to just pretty much retreat. Yeah, he's pretty much screwed unless he gets Irida straight up here. Unless he gets Irida like this turn, he's pretty much screwed. Because I'm just gonna keep pinging him. What sucks is I don't run Guzman in this deck, but that's fine. Oh, what a play. Interesting. Well, he's into, and what is that? Indeedy interesting. You know he could stall too, funny enough. He's definitely probably lost his only Cyrus of the game, so I'm okay with that. Of course, in his hands empty, the one time we actually get copycat. Uh Yeah, I really don't want to give up Chingling just yet. You know, Chingling has like nothing for us here. Yep, I think this is the smartest play. What he may do though, and he can't sub man. No matter what, he can't swing on us for more than 100. He does get another ball, but it's empty. Okay, that is not great. But what he can do is double switch. He can double switch, which is fine. He only stalls another turn with that. Yeah, you only stall another turn. I mean, you have to do this here, or do you attack here? No, obviously he doesn't attack, but he stalls here to get an Ndidi heal here, which is fine. You only stall for one more turn here. And if we see Cyrus, which again we run double Cyrus, okay, and we just see Cyrus, so I'm just gonna let him know, hey sir, you've lost. No concede. All right. All right, there it is. Super strong into Suicune. And I would say the reason why we're so strong into Suicune is because Suicune does a lot for us, and I think a lot of Suicune decks are starting to take out that Frogadier. I think a lot of them are taking out because Frogadier is like kind of a, so any deck that's not running Frogadier, they are suffering really bad because you're just stuck. You're stuck in this like middle ground where you have to wait to knock out Chingling. The longer you wait to, and you know what's funny? We don't run disruption. We don't have to. Let them keep building. They got all the rare candies. You saw he had two rare candies. How did he dump his hand? Oh, he used a copycat and just kept his hand small from there. But he used copycat and kept in, but he, you know what's funny, his only thing he could draw was bad cards. He had a red, we took his Cyrus away. He probably should have just conceded a long time ago, but we took his Cyrus away. Those Suicune decks usually only run one Cyrus. Sometimes if it's the double Greninja ping, they normally run two. If it's double, like sometimes you'll see double non-EX Greninja, and then some decks run double EX Greninja and one of the other. So what we did there, we keep so much pressure on them. It's just if you get into Chingling, they cannot get into their Greninja. Suicune is strong, but Suicune takes so much time to set up. And what makes that threat dangerous is the fact that that they can sub, they can keep subbing. So you just essentially never get a knockout. You just essentially can never get a consistent knockout. So, and even if you do Cyrus something right, you have to do so much to get one knockout that, you know, then they have a fully healthy Greninja that's just pinging you every time for 100. So it is really strong once it gets set up. But again, it's one of those slow decks. And this deck, when we're both set up at the same time, we win every time. We win every time because we're giving you little things to kill. You can take two Chinglings. It won't matter because once we set up, we're gonna get one knockout. We're guaranteed to get one knockout. Once we get one knockout, the other one's automatic. So we can knock anything out. Is indeed he's gonna always be a liability in that deck. Even double Suicune's a liability. Um, it's just the Greninja EX is so good at mobility that's what you kind of have to target first. If you can take out a Froakie early, that's just checkmate because they can't hide. You're gonna do too much damage, too much chip. Indeedy's gonna become a liability. If you take a Froakie out early, sweet, everything's a liability after that. So, all right, oh, to the next one more. Oh, just wanted to show too real quick. We are on a 3-game win streak, and we are now at 1,600 points. And also, it's so much plays to this deck. It's even like only time it ever games just feel unwinnable with this deck. The only time they feel like that is if you just get that Darkrai start like here. So this is pretty much the you're winning too much if you start. So You're too consistent. F you. We got to get you out of here. So really, really tough here for us, unless for one thing happens here. And that one thing is he gets into, well, really, we just, Darkrai just has to be. Never mind. This actually isn't the worst. It's just it's the worst into this deck because if he gets into Greninja early, it's gonna make things really difficult for us. And we do get Chingling. Okay, good. All right, I actually like this hand. Maybe I shouldn't even worry about Chingling, but this match. But if he attacks, funny enough, if he makes the fatal mistake of attacking here, we could knock his Froakie. I don't think he'll make that mistake. But funny enough, if he makes that mistake, thinking indeed, let me see. Actually, what do you do? Play Indeedee, so I know you're gonna make that mistake. Go ahead and play Indeedee, so I know you're gonna make the mistake. Well, that actually, yeah, this is the 20 grenade. Yep, this is the 20 Froakie too. So I don't see why you wouldn't go ahead. Go ahead, buddy, get that attack. Oh, what are you gonna do? All right. What did he do earlier? Like literally with Chingling, this match would have been over. Had we just Chingling and Darkrai switched up times we got them, this match would have been over just off the rip. If he gets into anything early here, it's gonna be difficult. And we're in such a good start here. If he doesn't get into Greninja this turn, I'm going into Chingling. I'm gonna go into Chingling. Even though we lose two energies there, we're pretty much like two. Once you do that, like this play, we can't attack for another 2 turns. So it's not a good play in that sense, but it is a strong play. He's what must not have what he needs, and I think he's yep, yep, definitely doesn't have Greninja yet. I don't like my hand, even though I don't know if I want to use another copycat this early. But if we can go ahead and get a second Greninja to just say "F you, we win," that's what I would love to see here. It's two double. Okay. Ooh, exactly what I want to see. Except maybe I should have left that. Maybe I should have left that open for Mega Absol. Maybe Mega Absol would have been more valuable here. I'm not sure. He can Irida here. So maybe no, it didn't matter if I split the damage or not. But he can Irida here. Unfortunately, maybe I should just waited a turn. Let me see how much he. So he's still at 4 here. Well, he can attack actually now. He can attack. Maybe I should have waited to play Chingling because he can attack now. And there's of course Mega Absol. I should have waited maybe a turn for him. We still knock the active Froakie, so that's fine. Yeah, I should have potentially waited. But let's see what happens here. If we get nope, we still don't even win with that. Gonna have to probably just sub out again into our second Chingling, unfortunately. Oh, disrupted us to what? 2 cards, I think. Okay. No second Chingling. That makes this interesting. If I should have waited for Mega Absol. Oh. Oh, never mind. Hold on, we're still in it. Or is this even worth the is it even worth do we ping uh ping 70? Darn. I shouldn't have. Yeah, this is fine though. In case this isn't the worst play. If he Sabrina's us here, getting into Greninja, two shots us. Next turn. Yeah, I think we win here. Even Greninja EX doesn't. Yeah, we win here. If he gets into Greninja EX, it's fine. I think we have to make this play. Um, Stalling doesn't do anything for us. At least here he may have like 30 Pokeballs he may use now. So let's see. Oh, and not even the right Greninja. Wow. Oh. Oh, there's Suicune. That was a misplay actually here with Chingling. Yep, actually was a misplay because now he can Cyrus us. Cyrus into, and then of course we do get our second. Great. Yep, misplayed on the Chingling. I should have waited just another turn. If he Sabrina'd us though, that was the right play. But I didn't even think about the fact that he could set up a knockout here. Now if he gets into Cyrus, he wins. Unfortunate. I wonder if he was saving that Suicune. Yep. Unfortunate. I should have thought about that. Again, that's the level of play it is at this level. Like those little mistakes like that, like make the difference. Like that. That's like that's that loss. Okay, say we're gonna win again, right? So, but that loss was like 7 extra points there from like the streak. So it does matter. It does matter. We had like the worst start possible. He also had a super bad start. I should have just went ahead and set up Mega Absol. That's what I should have did. That was the safest play because I could have started attacking a turn earlier. Yeah, I should have as soon as we had Mega Absol in that empty spot, I should have just went ahead and started dumping energy into it. Unfortunate there. And he made the smart play too to set up that knockout, and we should have not. We should have. It was us, all us, and you know what he really also did. He also had another way of winning there too, which was maybe setting up our Greninja, and if he Cyrused our Greninja, if he was the Cyrused our Greninja, well, we should just took the extra turn to we probably should just took the extra turn to Chingling him there. I think that would have been worth it. Knowing I was gonna potentially get into my second Greninja, that was our mistake. So unfortunate for us, but yep, that's the game, guys. I don't want to make these too long, even though I feel like we can go on for another 2-3 matches. But just for you guys, To keep these videos a little bit shorter, we'll stop it here. If you guys did enjoy, thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and if you do want these videos longer, let me know too. I love showcasing this deck. It is that any deck I play. If I'm showing you guys a deck, it's because I think it's a really either fun deck or just something worth looking checking out. And this is one of those. Yeah, fu I win unless I just start with Darkrai. It feels like every match. So very strong. If I get Chingling, automatic win. Chingling in an early Absol or Darkrai to just have that offense early, very strong deck. So anyways, if you guys did enjoy, like I said, thumbs up, like, and give me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. We're out. Peace.